This video contains spoilers, I guess, but the movie it's spoiling is like 40 years old, so I guess if you snooze, you lose. Yeah. Well, the 1970s were a time of wonder and excitement. Disco, polyester, shag carpeting, of course, Star Wars. Star Wars fever really swept the nation. People everywhere flocked to the movie theaters. Children were buying the toys, and movie executives and filmmakers, not named George Lucas, took notice of this, and they tried to make their own Star Wars movies. One company that was struggling at the time took notice, and one young executive named Ron Miller wanted his studio to capitalize on a movie like Star Wars. Ron Miller had been a professional football player until he got knocked out in a game by a football legend, Dick Night Train Lane. Yeah, and Ron's father-in-law quickly offered Ron a job working for his film studio. And Ron jumped at the chance, the offer to work there. Soon he found himself working for his father-in-law, a guy most people haven't heard of. His name's Walt Disney. Yeah. But after Walt Disney died in the late 1960s, the company kind of fell on hard times. There were some good movies that came out between the time he died and later on, but Ron was one of the people that had to try to pick up the pieces, especially after Walt's brother Roy died. Ron is kind of like notorious for sort of seeming like he had some really inept leadership, like he wasn't the best leader. And that would later lead to his own relative, his cousin-in-law, is that a thing? To Roy Disney Jr. is his name. He led a coup, if you will, a coup d'etat against Ron and his leadership in the 1980s, and that's when Michael Eisner and Jeffrey Katzenberg came in, and then you had the Disney Renaissance and all of that. But the point is, Ron Miller, he wasn't as stupid as people think he was. He did a lot of good things. He started Touchstone Films, and he started releasing more serious movies, and there was a lot of good things that he did for Disney that led to things later on that people don't give him credit for. But I digress. In the 70s, Ron was trying to turn the company around. He thought a movie like Star Wars would just be one way that could happen. And so The Black Hole was born. It wasn't Star Wars, not even close. But unlike some people would lead you to believe, it's not exactly a terrible film either. It has some really good acting in it, some great actors, Academy Award winners, and good effects, really great effects, a lot of great effects. Yet, the movie comes across as some weird hybrid between a classic science fiction film, sort of like Forgotten Planet, Robbie the Robot, or The Day the Earth Stood Still, and that sort of action fantasy of Star Wars. So it's kind of this weird hybrid, and it doesn't quite fit, and it's a weird mix, and it's Disney trying to be not Disney, and at the same time being Disney, and it doesn't work like they wanted it to. It's not horrible, it's not terrible, it's not the worst thing ever. It's too dramatic to be taken lightly, and too comic to be taken dramatically. It's a movie like about contradictions in a way, like of contradictions. And then there's the ending, where a Disney movie takes you to hell. This may not be the first time that Disney had taken people to hell. Toad's Wild Ride had been taking people to hell at Disneyland since like 1955, but this ending is insane. Just watch it, see it for yourself, and you'll see the craziness of all of this nonsense, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. And started a little bit early, and just watch this like existential ending of this children's film. First of all, an eye is inherently creepy, like close up. no matter what you do, it always looks weird because you don't have the context of the entire face. So I'm fading into this tumbling body through a void. It's pounding music. Blah, blah, blah. Let's put on 1.5 here just for kicks. And like, how long has this guy been in there, you know? And then here's the robot. So this is his robot minion that's been evil the entire film. And then I don't know what this is. As I spit all over my stuff here, you can see just the guttural response that I have to this. And they meld into one. And then we're clearly in hell here as he stands as some sort of like lord over hell or something. I don't know, like he's looking down at this, what he's wrought. Let's go faster, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't any flames coming up from the bottom. Here's something like, look at this. So you have the, you know, loading. Can't really see it there, but you've got these robot arms right here. You can see those, like, let's get closer. You can see those sticking up. And they're like, this robot's got multiple arms, but you see the arms coming down here, and then you've got these arms like, why, you know? Why am I in hell? And flames and... I mean, Disney had the devil before, you know, on in Fantasia, this demon conjuring up spirits and like toying with them, Chernabog and stuff. But here we go, like here's people walking in hell, and then like you see all these demons or like I don't know, lost souls like walking in hell. It's like, what is this? Is this a Disney film? This is for children? This is the ending of the movie? Are you kidding me right now? We kind of go past these lost souls in hell, and then these flames, and you're like... Well, by this time, all the kids are just like crying in the movie theater, you know? It's crazy. It's nonsense. And then we fly out, and you know, that's the good guys, and blah, blah, blah. There's like an angel, and it's insane. Absolutely ridiculously insane. Insane. You should watch the whole thing now. Just saying. It's worth it.